sad about it, so sad about it.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself.
Now, this great venue has hosted some memorable playoff games over the years, and these Bear fans are hoping to make some new memories today at Soldier Field in Chicago. Straight ahead, it's Wildcard weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Minnesota Vikings and the Chicago Bears. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 29-yard line. Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Let's pick it up. It's out. Bring it, 48. Hey, flip him.
That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series, they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. First down, here's the run with Cook. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8. On second down, Cook. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. From the gun, here's Cousins. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. No doubt, a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And down inside the 15 he goes. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for Chicago.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
18.
On first down, Trubisky. It's complete to Robinson. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Throwing here, Trubisky. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Anthony Barr comes rumbling in for the sack.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Now it's Trubisky. And he's got his man. That's Robinson. Touchdown Bears. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On 2nd down, it's Cook. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Clinton Dix there for the stop. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10.
Gun. Mike, check, 59. Here we go. Listen to me.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Prince Amukamara.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Hey, ball.
First down, a run with Cohen. Brought down, but after we saw a flashy little move, stopped short of the 40. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Topper! Watch the twist. Hey, Alpha! Come. Red, top.
Now Trubisky. He's got Burton here. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Bears, first down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Mike. 180. Red, top. General West.
They'll run on first down. Cohen. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
It's our time. Red, top.
On 2nd and 2, Trubisky. And he's got his man. That's Robinson. Touchdown, Bears. Allen Robinson with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter as the Bears push further out in front. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Leonard Floyd leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Pilot, 64, weak. Wide. Check 49. Hey, Charlie. Mike is 51.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. He's going to air one out. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's Clinton Dix with a pick. Johnson, the intended target.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Trubisky will come up here 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game.
6-6, pull it high. Small. No.
They go play action with Trubisky. Sliding out of the pocket. It's caught. It's Miller. Oh, now Miller's slow in getting up. He's still down on the ground. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it.
From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on first down. This is caught. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well.
Bears, first down. First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Red, up.
Double tight. Hey, 4 down.
They'll run for it with Tariq Cohen. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Taking it in from a yard out as the Bears push further out in front. No problem there on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
You better bring it. You letting go.
Alert 3. Alert 3.
Back to the ground, this time Cook. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
A loss of 2 yards, and it's 3rd down.
Check. First.
Mike 5-9. Watch the screen. Pass. Switch.
Line out.
On 3rd down, Cousins. And he's got his tight end, that's Smith. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
First down.
Jahan, 180. Quaker Omaha. 61. Matchbox lights.
Check 3.
Line out.
Watch it.
On first down, Cook. Credit the tackle there to Aaron Lynch.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 46-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Shoot. Hey, 382, left 50. Gun. Black.
To throw is Cousins. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Khalil Mack. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long.
Check 15. Two. Check, 59. Come on, D. Yellow, yellow, yellow.
Cut.
Third and long for Cousins. And that is incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13.
Check.
Leave it, bring up 48. Two.
58's the mic. Ball 58's the mic. Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback.
Through.
They'll indeed go for it. It's Cousins. This is Johnson. He's got it. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down. Cousins the thrower. And a pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Eddie Goldman with a sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. Cousins from the gun on 3rd. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. They were looking for Johnson that time. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. Tackle made by Eric Kendricks. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
2nd and 5 at the 46-yard line.
They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And another mistake here defensively as a flag is down on the tackle, and that's going to tack on 15 more. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Alert. Even. 4th down. Even.
Now Trubisky to throw. This is caught by Robinson. A Chicago 1st down there on a gain of 11. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there, picking up the 1st down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
They had 2 straight 1st downs, now a gain of 9 to set up 2nd and 1. On 2nd and 1, Trubisky. He'll leave it for Cohen, complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Here's Trubisky. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Trey Burton. Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 4.
Defense may be thinking pass. They come out in the nickel on 3rd and goal.
Let's go, D.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. 3 touchdown passes now for Mitchell Trubisky as the Bears push further out in front.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time, first half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-up.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Daniil Hunter just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
You got nothing.
Trubisky gives to Cohen. And an alley to run. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. They try again with Cohen, and they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down.
Double tight, guys, double tight.
They'll indeed go for it with Trubisky. And this is going to be incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. A 1st down throw for Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A good pickup there, 26 yards. That'll be complete to Cook. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the Bears' 15-yard line.
Captain. Black.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Off the play fake, Cousins. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
He's coming.
Lucky 50.
He's coming.
Hey, flipper.
Check nickel.
Cook following the penalty. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Mike, check. 59.
In your face.
Here we go, 48.
Jim.
On 2nd and 9, Cousins steps away to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back.
Ready.
59. Mike's 59.
Greystone, travel.
Check 13. Check 13. Watch twist. Twist.
Hey, box drop.
59 Mike. Check.
Look at me. Zipper.
Watch the pass.
Hard. Ready.
Now Mannion with his first toss since coming in. He's going to go, and this is going to be intercepted. It's Clinton Dix with a pick. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it, Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at the 20. Now he'll let it go deep over the middle. He's got a man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 36 yards on the play.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
They'll run on 1st down. Cohen. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
Lock in.
Let's go, defense. Mike 42.
Play action. Now Trubisky. Robinson's got it. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down for the Bears. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the 1st.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. And now lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Alert.
They go play action. Trubisky toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Quick hands that time to knock that one away. It sure looked like a short touchdown, but able to get a good break on the football and force the incompletion.
Check 52.
On 3rd down, a run with Cohen. And they'll rally and stop him short of the 1st down at about the 6. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down. One quarter remains in this NFC Wildcard matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth.
Alert, 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 alert.
Again, it's Cohen. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Tariq Cohen, his second touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Well, look, this is a team, Charles, they faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division, but they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead.
Makes the score Bears 35, Vikings nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Lets it fly for Thielen. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Throwing is Mannion. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Khalil Mack able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Go now. 15, Ronnie. 15 line.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
Here's Mannion. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Khalil Mack. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect it. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. They'll throw on 1st down with Trubisky. And that'll be incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time. And it's 2nd down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
To throw again on 2nd down, Trubisky. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
You don't want to throw away this excellent field position, but that's 2 incomplete passes in a row. definitely need something big here on 3rd and 10.
Conversely, defense has done a good job on 1st and 2nd down. The coverage has been draped. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25.
He was brought down by Emerson Griffin. A gain of 3. It's 4th down.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down?
Mike 55, Mike 55. I'm coming, I'm coming. I'm coming.
They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Danielle Hunter and the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Going for the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a Scotia credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. This one winding toward a conclusion, and how would you assess how the secondary has played?
Well, we just saw them take another shot downfield that was incomplete, correct?
Correct.
So my assessment is that if anyone's played really well in this game, it's been the secondary. That was the latest example.
Yeah, they've been solid. Really, the whole defense has been solid. Still pitching a shutout. They'll look to throw. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. With this lead and the football, things obviously looking good, but maybe, well, you've taught me this before, maybe this is where the defense is hoping that the offense helps them preserve that shutout that they've got going.
And it has to be in the minds of the offense that they know how rare it is to get a shutout. So take care of them, protect them, take care of the ball, move it downfield, run the clock down. You don't want your defense to have to go on the field again the rest of the game. Reward them.
And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. And the throw there going to be incomplete. It's rare that a receiver of his caliber would drop one pass, but that's now 2 times he's had his mitts on one and lost it.
Yeah, and I don't think that they're going to lose confidence in him, though, because of the track record. Such a good player, maybe having a bad game, but I think they'll still go to him in a critical spot.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
All you get is a headache.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Gone.
Shoot.
They run it again with Cook, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Check 9.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score.
Safety creek. Check hot route. Hot.
There.
Watch the whip.
Ready.
Looking to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th. Now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
They'll set up to throw. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Bilal Nichols able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Back to throw. And his pass incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Eddie Jackson picks it. Johnson was the intended receiver. How about one last great play defensively, and that should, for all intents and purposes, finish off this shutout.
That's as good a defensive performance as we've seen in a long, long time. And I know as a team they will celebrate, but I will guarantee you the defensive guys, they'll get together somewhere and have their own private celebration. A shutout, that's something to be cherished.
They go play action here on 1st down. That's going to be caught. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Now Cohen. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 19 yards there on the pickup. And that'll make it 2nd and short.
Brings up 2nd down at the 18-yard line.
Alert!
Oh, Trubisky going to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. The former Pro Bowl linebacker Anthony Barr there to jar it free. The Bears on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And he completes it to Cohen. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Now the try here for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. Getting into the playoffs is one thing. Now they get to move on. Just 8 teams left.
The dream stays alive. Everyone's gunning for the Super Bowl. That's the ultimate. But you have to get there in incremental steps. One win today gets them one step closer.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Bears get the win at home as we say so long from Soldier Field.